and welcome to this week's Monday Minutes. My name is Kelly.
And my name is Jessie, and this is the first of 2021.
Happy New Year, Jessie.
Happy New Year, Kelly.
Looking forward to 2021, I hope. This week, we are going to talk about creating a new branch in your system. This was a recommendation by one of our library partners, and we thought that we would start the new year with adding a new branch to your library system.
Perfect. So let's jump right in. So whether you're setting up maybe a technical services branch, maybe you just got a new bookmobile, or you're truly opening a new branch location, either on campus or in your city or town, this is an easy way for you to walk through the process of setting that information up. So you're first going to want to go into Koha administration and then directly into libraries. This will give you the opportunity to add a new library in.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Once we click on that new library button, you'll notice that it brings us into a form where we can enter in a new library code and name. So these are the two required fields. Now the rest of the form that we're going to walk you through does tie into a lot of places in Koha, like your notices and slips, things that may display on your OPAC, and additional information. So Kelly, let's start with a code. And what do you want to use as this example?
I think we should do something like an outreach vehicle or bookmobile, remembering that code should be in capital letters, 10 digits or less, no spaces or special characters.
Perfect. And so we'll just call this Book M and then bookmobile for our name. Now, as we go through, we're going to want to make sure that we fill in any additional information that we have. If this bookmobile is maybe stationed or its home location is at the main library or maybe a facility center, wherever it's kept, you'll want to make sure that you enter in that information.
Absolutely. And as Jessie's saying, this is used in notices slips, but also in the OPAC. So the amount of information will be seen on the OPAC and it'll be really helpful to your users to know where this actually lives.
And then a few things that we'll want to talk about a little bit down here. Email information that will populate for, again, notices and slips when that information is going out. So if you want to contact in there. And then of course, if you want a separate reply to email for your patrons to reply, as well as a return path. The return path is the email address that all replies will go to if you get a bounce back email. Now there also is a system preference that can tie in here if you have a default that you want to use, but this would be if you want to enter in a different one for this branch location.
OPAC information will be really helpful because going into 2005, you can have your library information displayed on the OPAC. So it'll be a great way to kind of advertise you have this bookmobile, giving some information about it, if it travels, if it's open certain hours, if it goes to certain areas. So this will be really helpful for that area.
IP doesn't have to be filled in unless you are limiting this to a certain location that you only want this accessed on.
But if you want to do that, please send us a ticket because there's a lot more involved in just that system preference.
Now, one that we do want to talk about is the pickup location, because this has moved into the libraries field, and this is where you will be able to set this as a pickup location. If you only want certain branches to be a pickup location, you can set this to either yes or no.
So a lot of libraries may not have this as a pickup location because it truly is this outreach vehicle that you can just grab some books to check out at the time and not be able to place holds on books in the bookmobile itself. Perfect. Okay, and now we're just going to save it, and holy moly, we've created a branch. How awesome is this?
Awesome. So a few things to remember. When you are creating new records that will be attributed to this, you want to make sure that you select that in the item record. If you are modifying existing titles and maybe you're moving them into, let's say, this new branch or this new bookmobile, remember to use batch item modification to move those items into that new location.
Also, if you want different circulation rules for this bookmobile, then you can go ahead and set up circulation rules for this bookmobile. It will now be added here, and that would depend on your circulation system preferences, such as Circ Control, on where Koha is going to look for this circulation rule.
Excellent.
Okay, well, this was fantastic. Thank you for the recommendation, and we appreciate it. So if anyone has any other good thoughts, let us know, and we're happy to do a Monday Minutes for you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.